Hey guys, um, there was someone in the Facebook group 143 Vinyl the other day that had an image, and I'm not really sure if she traced it in Inkscape or if she did one of those online converter things. And if anybody's ever done any of the online converters, if you have a lot of colors, they might be a tad shade different. They're going to put it on a different layer. And then you try to take that into Design Space and it won't load because you've got 200 layers. Anyway, that's beside the point. That's why we use Inkscape. So, um, she was wanting to know how an easier way to select all the same colors and combine them so that they were on one layer. Well, after a little bit of back and forth, I determined that she had her traced image on the top and her colors were underneath. So when she was trying to select her colors, of course she was selecting the black. So that was that case. But I just figured that I would show you um, a couple of ways that you can fill with your paint bucket and then select all the same colors. So I just went to Google and I downloaded a couple of images. I did have to trace around this with the Bezier pen because um, it wasn't closed off, but that doesn't matter. This is just for visual anyway. So, um, what's going on with my screen here? I can't see my tools. There we go. Okay. So the first way of doing it is grabbing your paint bucket. You can do that by hitting the letter U on the keyboard and just start filling. And if you want to change the color, click on a color and then um, continue filling until you're done. And then what you can do is select one of those colors, right click, and go to select same fill color. And that selects all those colors. And then you can path union and they'll go on one layer. Okay, that's one way of doing it. And then the other way to do it is to grab your paint bucket and start filling and hold the shift key after your first fill. And then go to your selection tool, and as you can see, they automatically unioned onto one layer. This is the way I do it. I find it a lot easier. Um, I guess if you like the other way, you like the other way. That's up to you. I'm just here to show you two ways. And I'm sure there's more than two ways because there's more than two ways to do a lot of things in Inkscape. So, let me grab the paint bucket. Oh, no, first, I was going to show you how to close this right here. Because if I go ahead and I fill it right now, it's going to fill both this and this. So I'll grab the Bezier pen and I'll just draw a line. I click here and either click here and hit enter or double click. And then you can go to your node editor over here on the right hand side and zoom in and give it a little better shape if you want, just to round it off. I messed that up, didn't I? Okay, good enough. And then you have to apply path stroke to path, not object to path, because that is a stroke. Okay, and then go to your selection tool and it will automatically select that stroke. Hold shift. Let me zoom out here so you can see what I'm doing. Hold shift and select the rest of the image and go path union or control plus plus. And then when you grab your paint bucket and you fill that, it's only going to fill that part because it closed off this part. Now, another thing is, do you see how that filled? What you can do is you can change your grow shrink by, and I'll just do 2.0 since that was 1.0 and see if I get a better fill on stuff. Yeah, that's a little bigger. It's a lot bigger. Let me see what it does to this one here. And it matters too if you're zoomed way in or you're zoomed way out. I'll show you. So I'll fill this one zoomed out, and then I'll zoom in and I'll fill this one. So can you see how that didn't fill zoomed out and that filled a lot better zoomed in? One way you can fix this is go to Path Object Path and then go to your node editor, and you can add nodes by double clicking on a path here. Double click, and then you can just stretch it out because it's going to go underneath anyway. So once you go to your selection arrow, once you have these this all filled, all your colors are union together, then you're going to lower them to the bottom and your black is going to go on top. So I just wanted to give you, I know I have a video, I think it's actually the first one with the snowman that I'm filling. So it's actually number 2, I think, where at the very end, because I had forgot to tell you during the video, but at the very end, I mentioned that you can hold shift while using the paint bucket and it will automatically combine your colors. But I didn't have a separate video, so now I do. I hope you guys use these methods or one of these methods. Like I said, holding the shift key is my favorite, but it may not be yours. So enjoy. Thanks for watching.